What is the good word, everybody? Welcome back to the State of Basketball. This is your man's the one, and that is my guy, Big Storm. And this is a BW Sports One original podcast brought to you by Elite Performance, Revved Up Tattoos, BeeLit Organics, The Fighter's Friend, Printed Materials, and Rogue Energy, and a host of so many other individual people. What is going on, big man? Nice to see you.
What's going on, man? Good to see you too. Had a great week of basketball, so figured out some teams for the All-Star break. So interested to jump into that. I know you got the rundown on the girls sectional as well and how that's going. Yeah, that didn't sound too good. Also been checking out these Olympics. I didn't know I would, but actually I saw some things on there that really captured my attention. So I was surprised, but they do have some good things, and I'm glad I was able to check some of that out. Due to the cold weather, luckily was able to get an extra day off work because of the winter vortex. I'm cool with the vortex. It got me a day off work. And nobody I know slipped on ice and got hurt. So it was a good vortex for me.
No, I would have to leave the house to get slipped on the ice. I did everything I needed the day before. The boy didn't have to go to school. None of that. When I came back out the house, I had already shoveled. But man, Winter Olympics. Awesome. One question I got for the Winter Olympics. If basketball is a winter sport, why is it not played in the Winter Olympics?
I feel like because basketball is an indoor sport. Like, I know you're going to ice skating and all that, but I don't know. I feel like it depends. I feel like in high school, it's considered a winter sport because of the time you play it. But the NBA, they play until June. So at least they are part of that spring, maybe the beginning of summer. So that might be why.
But the majority of their season is dead smack in the winter.
Yeah, I get you. I'm trying to.
I don't know. I just thought about that like 42 seconds ago. I just thought about it. No, but I'm down with the Winter Olympics because I am a fan of curling. I am 100% a fan of curling. And I'm 100% a fan of the bobsled. Would never get it one, but I don't
even think is one long enough for us to fit in one.
I don't know, probably not. But I mean, if you watch Cool Runnings, them dudes look like they was about our height. So
yeah.
Cool
well, that's Runnings. The movies, man. Come on.
Hey man, we in TV, so we can fantasize.
My man John Candy. My man John Candy.
Man, hey, I watched Camp Candy too.
Was that a cartoon?
Yes. Yes, it was.
I was about to say, I thought he had a cartoon. Yeah, because I'm a TV head. So,
and I'm pretty sure I was probably too old to be watching Camp Candy, but I watched it. This shit was funny.
Hey, and I know none of this has anything to do with basketball, but I'm super psyched because the original Law and Order is freaking coming back, and my guy Jack is still the district attorney. So I'm definitely excited.
Jack,
Jack McCoy. He was all white hair
nice
now.
Coat on. Oh yeah, I might have to peek in. I like Jack. Jack can give you that blue steel look.
The 24th. That was one of my favorite Law and Orders because it started the whole franchise. So. You know me, I'm a loyal to a fault, so I always checked in on the original Law and Order.
Hey, I am not mad at you, my good man. But yeah, like you said, it was a decent week here for the most part here in Indiana. We got a nice little snow vortex. Some of the people were complaining, "It's not when it's snow," blah, 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 but you got it. It hit you with the mass destruction. So, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Shout out to our buddies and friends, ex teammates down in the South in Texas. They got touched pretty good down there with this stuff because they have nothing. They don't have anything. They don't have a salt truck. They don't have nothing.
They put sand down.
Yeah, they don't have snow shovels down there. They had to ship them in, and with the supply chain being backed up, they probably didn't even get no damn shovels.
They might be getting it now.
Right. Oh. It's melted now. Shit, the sun out. But decent week. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started on what it is, because we got some all-star stuff that's probably going to take up most of the show. So let's get through all the other stuff real quick. So that takes us to From the Elbow, brought to you by Rogue Energy Drink Mix, when you order, you make sure that you tell them BW Sports 1 on your promo code, and you get 10% off your next purchase. So I just jacked that all up, and I was reading it. So what do I got these glasses for?
It's your heart beating, folks.
So we jump up to high school. We'll start with that off. Boys is looking pretty good. I'm still waiting. We're still waiting for our boys correspondent, Matthew Green, to hop on there to give us the skinny of what's going on with the boys side of things. But the girls are good and into their sectional. Carmel is good and out of the sectional.
Wow. What happened?
One game. Ashlyn Shade, that happened. But she wasn't even the one that killed us, man. Another little guard who we know very well, Mackenzie and I, she's an IGB girl. She's a gym rat girl. Reagan, man, she just caught fire in the third quarter, man, and it just snowballed. I have my own opinions about how this thing went down, but I know we have fans, so I'm going to be political. I didn't agree with a lot of the stuff. How we just have to somehow be what's the word I can use? Reliant on guards to give us the ball, even though our skill set says that we're not just this category.
Yeah, I quit the team. You remember when I hit that game winner and quit the team because of that?
Yes, I did.
I was like, I'm going to win this game, but I'm out because you felt like I could not. And that was like back then I could still run the point, the fast break maybe 2-3 times a game. Now I'm to 0, but back then I could do it. So anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but it's cool. So, I feel like if you're going to, I'm like this with coaches. First off, I feel that one of the bad, and I think we talked with this with a couple of our AAU coaches. I kind of feel that we have way too many guard-oriented coaches that can't coach bigs, that don't know how to coach bigs. Only thing you know of a big is to rebound and set screens. The basketball game has changed for all positions, especially the bigs. Truth be told, she's probably one of the better shooters on the team, but doesn't get an opportunity to shoot the ball. Like, you're wide open and won't shoot the very nice jump shot you got because they got it ingrained in your head that you can't shoot a shot outside of this rectangle. So don't feel the head or the concept that we're going to beat the ball in the paint, but then when your guards get healthy, you just start just throwing up shit.
I got something for you. Do you feel like coaches just don't know how to coach the talent? Because I feel like that's what it is. Because there are some traditional bigs who don't have that jump shot, very rare nowadays. But the fact that the bigs have more talent, why are you scared to let them flourish in all of their talents and not just the post-up talent part?
I like where you're going with that, but my comeback on that is, why don't you just coach them like a guard?
But that's what I'm saying. Coaches aren't doing it.
Yeah, you coach the guards with no care what they do or don't do. why not just take that mentality away? If you can see that they can do it, you know what I mean? I see what you're going, but I kind of feel that, you know, if you're a coach, no matter where that position is, you should be able to coach it.
Coach to the talent that they have.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Coach to the talent, not just a part of their talent or what their size dictate in the past they should be doing. But if they're good at it, why not set something up for them to flourish in that talent?
Man, well, I'm telling you right this, you got no choice next year. You know what I mean? But, you know, it was all in all, it was a good year. It was a good game. Like I posted on my page, you know, if you had to lose to somebody, lose to friends, you know, people that you value, know that they're good people. You know what I mean? Ashlyn Shea, she's a great young lady. You know, her parents are good people. We've been involved with them, you know, since 4th grade. So I'm okay with that. You know, we got a good picture with them after the game and all kind of stuff like that. So, but, you know, we wish them all the best. Great sectional, great talent. The gym was freaking packed, bro, between these 4 games. It was just retarded. So, but North Central is moving on. North Central is they play their championship on Tuesday. I think they had 3 girls to the All Marion County team. 2 of them I had the pleasure of working with, and one of them I know that plays with the daughter. So you got a couple
Red,
girls
black,
on that.
white, united, we stand.
So you guys got a good shot, man. I think you guys got Warren Central. That's a good rematch. Who kept y'all from winning it outright, the MIG title outright. So it's a good rematch. They got a couple good players over there. You got Asia Baxter, who's a nice 3-4 type player, nice jump shot, quality drive game. Then you got Sanaya, who is a quality point guard who can see the floor very well. Very underrated point guard, if you ask me. But it should be a good game for your North Central Panther Lady Panthers. So that's what I got. And congratulations to all the winners. And I am going to keep up with it, even though I don't want to anymore. All right, let's jump over to the NCAA. Big thing that I got for the NCAA, bro. Arbitrator orders UConn to pay ex-coach Kevin Ollie $11.1 million. I guess had a dispute of how the release of his job and contractual money is owed and not owed. So the arbitrator said you owe him 11.1.
Just like my guy Riley and Boondocks, just pay what you owe, please. Just pay what you owe.
One of my favorite episodes. One of my favorite episodes. Oh,
but yeah, that's what it's about. And I don't want to get too much into, you know, what's going on with some of these coaches in other sports, but I would like to congratulate though the NBA, because I feel like they've been in the forefront of a lot of things. You definitely got to put that on Stern from the past, and now with
Silver.
Yeah, Picard. Yes, Silver.
I like it. No, I mean, the NBA figured it out. They figured out how to take care of their cash cow. I hate to say it like that, but if you look at it, the NBA is what, 85% African American and 14% European or foreign and 1%, you know, traditional Caucasian. So those, please don't quote me on those numbers. I kind of just throw them up there.
He's paraphrasing. He's paraphrasing.
Yes, paraphrasing. So you take care of what's, you know what I'm saying? You're going to cater to what's paying your bills. The NFL and Major League Baseball haven't figured that out yet. That's why they keep having these coaches issues.
And the crazy part about it is all of the sports, as far as the demographics for the people who pay to see the sport or come to the games, is the same. So for the NBA to figure it out and still have the same demographics as the NFL,
things that make you go,
You got one of the greatest as an owner.
Like the only black owner. The only black owner.
But the NBA got to it first. They always first.
Yes. So
they got to it first.
But now you got, now he's like, all the rest of them are like buy-ins or minority, like D Wade and Utah.
What they call it,
they're groups. Yeah, Shaq just got rid of his shares.
Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
Sacramento.
So yeah. But NCAA. So that was here with them. Michigan girls knocked out a great win over IU, top 6 matchup. We took that off. We got a good matchup tonight against Caitlin Clark at Iowa, who's 21st ranked. She can light up the score sheet. Man, I swear to God, I would have loved to see that AAU team with her and Paige Buckner from UConn as the back. Really?
That's what you bring into the floor.
That's what you bring it to. I can get it. You know what I mean? Because it's Caitlin Clark. She can fill it up, bro. So, but this is going to be a good challenge for the Lady Wolverines. I think that game is at 6:30 on BTN tonight. So that's hot. Michigan men, we're looking better, but Purdue is number 4 in the country for a reason.
Yeah.
Even though Hunter gave us 28, but then nobody helped him out.
Right. They're like I said, they were young. They lost some good people. What's up? They lost some good players, some good leaders. So this is the time for them to definitely grow. Definitely interested to see once they all get it figured out after the Big Ten tournament, when they going into the big dance. I'm definitely interested to see how Juwan gets them motivated or gets them together and to play consistently good basketball.
Right now, I'd have them in my first 4 out. They need one more. I think they need 1 or 2 more quality wins in the Big Ten. I know you got that one win against IU at Hoosierland. You got another opportunity coming up against Purdue here in a couple days. But you have an opportunity later on in the schedule to get a couple quad wins to kind of boost it. Right now, especially if they got IU at the 7th seed. So, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I like to see them. I mean, I like Michigan women keep moving up that line. You know, I think right now they're on the 2 spot.
Let's not forget about the gymnastic team breaking records.
Breaking records. Well, that's what they do at Michigan. They break records. All right. Last quick thing before we get into the NBA. Jump over to the WNBA. Well, we knew Becky Hammonds was going over to coach the Spurs of the Aces in Vegas, right? But we wouldn't know. We knew that she was going to be a very high paid coach,
Right.
but they didn't know what her payment was going to be. Now you had the free agents that come out to, the top free agents. And one of those top free agents is Liz Cambage, who was a member of the Aces. So I wondered how that dynamic was going to come out when they released what Becky Hammond's salary was going to be, which was $1.4 million. Liz Cambage has an issue with that, being that this coach is coming in and going to make 4 times the amount of the highest paid player in a super max deal, which is beyond the store at only $222,000.
I feel like she's worth it, and maybe even more. For one, with her coaching talent. For 2, the notoriety that comes with her, the things that'll be opened up because she is now on that team. I feel like she's worth it. I feel like she deserves it. And instead of hating, for lack of a better word, shade, whatever these kids is calling it now, let's work on finding ways to boost the revenue of the WNBA overall.
I'm on her side 100%. I'm not going to knock Becky Hammond. I think she is a very excellent coach. We know that she knows how to coach talented men or women. But the issue is the fact that you already have a financial crisis with paying these ladies properly. And then you want to bring in the coach who, I mean, technically you could say has leave that out of it. But you bring it in a coach with no head coaching history or background or anything. Yes, she's got great skills. Oh, she does. I mean, she's done is she's coached the G League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, she coached the G
She
League.
has some head coaching
Yeah,
experience.
she coached the G League, but being the head
Summer
coach,
league, didn't she do some summer league?
yeah,
Too?
but being the head coach of a franchise, not being the head coach of a program, you know what I mean, or the JV coach or the freshman coach. You're the varsity coach right now. But the point is, you're coming in making more than the market of the league. I don't want to know. I don't know what she can bring to make people say, "Oh, I kind of want to go watch the NBA, the WNBA now because Becky Hammon's over." I don't think you're going to get any of those people who's going to say, "Oh, I guess I'll watch the WNBA now because she's over there." I really don't. They tried that with notable name head coaches, Bill Laimbeer, who was your dark grape
Cooper.
dude, and
Cooper. Michael Cooper.
you're also, yes, Michael Cooper. You see, all I said was dark and great. This dude said Michael Cooper. You know what I mean? And I just feel that, yeah, you could have paid her a substantial amount of money, but you don't pay her 4 times the amount, especially when these ladies are already bitching about not getting paid what they worth, having to go play, having to what?
Some just came through. The Cleveland Cavaliers has acquired Pacer guard Karis LeVert.
I seen that. Seen that swirling around.
The Bleacher Report. Sorry.
Yeah. But no, you good. But you know what I mean? They're already bitching about money, having these ladies having to go overseas when they could really be at home, training, working, getting ready for the highest level of basketball in the world, just like the men, but they have to go overseas to supplement their income. You know what I mean? Just why? But then you're going to bring her in and you're going to pay her $1.4 million. And Breonna Stewart is the best player in the league. Her supermax is $222,000. You're paying her $1.4 million a year. Hers is $220,000 a year. There's something had to be right. Now, I will say that the WNBA just invested $75 million into the league, but none of that has said it was going to boost player salary. That was going to go into marketing and things of that nature, shit that they should have did long ago. But you need to boost up these ladies' salaries, period.
I agree. I feel like everybody needs to get paid more. Obviously, it has to do with what comes in. You can only pay out what comes in. So like I said before, instead of whatever feelings you feel about it, let's turn that energy and attention to getting your brand out there, figuring out ways. And I feel like Becky Hammon is a way to bring up your brand, to be honest.
I mean, a lot of these young lady hoopers don't even know who she is. Probably have never seen her hoop before, ever.
Well,
so I don't see how
that's their fault for not knowing the history of the game. Because we know about cats that played before us. Why would they not know about a Becky Hammon?
Because they treat the game differently, which is why we have the separation of women and men's sports where we shouldn't have. But just came out yesterday. She signed with the LA Sparks, so she doesn't have to worry about it anymore. There was no way she was going to play.
She still needs to figure out. I feel like all of them collectively. Because I feel like that's what, to a certain extent, maybe at a lower level, but I feel like that's what Magic did. That's what Jordan did. Or Magic and Larry did. And then Michael just took it to the next level. But the NBA before Magic and Larry was, it was teetering. And before David Stern. Like, tape delays for finals, like, we've been there. But we got together.
Because these dudes was throwing chairs. They was Bob Knight on the court. So. Kareem was coming around, boys, and punching boys in the throat. And Robert Paris is chopping boys.
Yeah, he hit him in the throat and be like, "All praise to Allah."
Well, that is outstanding. But so we should hear a lot more about revenue streams when it comes to WNBA. Like I said, with this $75 million investment that was just placed into the overall productivity of the league. So we are going to jump on a quick break, and we're going to come back and we're going to dive into this NBA and All-Star selections and things that's going on for All-Star weekend and trade deadline coming up. As you can see, trades are already being started to move around. So we'll be right back.
Get ready to take your body to the elite level of performance. Call today to set up your free evaluation. 765-499-1005. Elite Performance, where the dream of elite fitness becomes a reality.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Now it is time for the favorite part of the show is when we get to talk about the NBA. That's the best. Those are the top guys.
Details. I got some details on that trade. I'm sorry, but I'm a Pacer guy. And
Go ahead.
I'm thoroughly happy with the way this season is going because I can see past next week into the future and possibly having a team that can actually. What?
Are they tanking?
If they are, I'm good with it.
I don't know. Just you get excited for them.
Well, here's the trade package. They're getting Ricky Rubio's expiring contract.
Rubio.
And a lottery protected 2022 and first round and 2 second round picks. That says future. Now, all we got to do is get our not recruiters. You know what I'm saying. The people who go evaluate talent. Make sure that they're good. And we get actually good people. All of them will be on those first contracts. You won't really have to worry about money so much. You can try to embrace them with the culture of Indiana, and hopefully they'll stay.
Hopefully. The Simons just sold their last mall shares. Circle City Ball, they sold their last shares.
The what?
The Simons, they just sold their last shares. Maybe that could be something. Maybe we could be getting. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna stop that.
You know they don't want to go into the lottery, the luxury tax. So, I mean, this is all we got, man. We got to get them young, get good picks, and then treat them well enough in the city and on the court as far as getting a bunch of talent to be able to stay or want to stay. You go to the finals.
City treats them great. The city treats them great. It's that paycheck of the owners that don't. We get them young, we train them up, and then they go somewhere else and become stars.
If we could just get a ring before they do that. Yes,
they need to trade everybody
except for the rookie.
Duarte.
Yeah, the rookie can stay.
Duarte
and he's on that first contract too.
And Duarte's getting it in. He's a first round pick. He's guaranteed 3 years.
That contract is set, so we just got to start getting some guys around everybody.
All right, so we're going into NBA. As you know, we're going into the trade deadline. Which is Thursday, February 10th. As you can see, the Pacers have made moves. But the thing that I like that the Pacers did in the last few days is this is the only place that this guy can even play basketball outside of New York, where he came from. The Pacers signed Lance Stevenson to the end of the year. I mean, yeah, it's not playoffs, but they got him to the end of the year. We get to see Lance make him dance for at least 20 more games.
Yes, which is fine as long as we keep it at 20, because I don't know if we want that influence on these youngsters we about to bring in. We don't need
a new Lance.
No one else. No, it's not. No, it's not.
This is a new Lance, man.
Okay. All right.
Lance is making plays, man. Lance up there.
He
getting
always made plays here.
It's a new Lance, man. You gotta give him faith. You gotta have faith in the new Lance. New Lance is older. He understand the grind. He got kids he need to feed. This the new Lance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm trying. Give me.
But
give
I
me a
am
little bit.
sad to see Karis LeVert go. Being a Michigan guy, I would love to.
Well, he didn't want to be here anyway.
Well, Ken didn't really anything about that.
Yeah, he won't be here anyway. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stick with you because you're a go blue guy, but you won't be here. We don't want you here. There. Bye. Moving on, trade deadline. You got some other notable names that's on your trade watch, sir?
Not that unless they come through. I don't have no inside information, but when it comes through, I know Monroe went to Milwaukee. Other than that, I haven't really came across any trades that was worth mentioning.
Some names that are out there that still can be some moves throughout the league. I'm not going to mention Ben Simmons because no one wants to pay those prices that the Philadelphia 76ers are holding for him. And really, if I was Philly, I'd hold them high prices too. If you're finding him, I think he's already been fined, what, 15 million or is it 9? Somewhere in between 9 and 15 million already. So they're getting their fines in. So it's not really that they're just paying this cat. They getting some of that back. So I'll keep it. I'll be hardball too. You know what I'm saying? So I won't even speak about him. But there's some names out there. I think you got De'Aaron Fox as a name that people should be worried about.
I really like him. I really like De'Aaron Fox.
Buddy Hield is a name that we should be paying attention to. I think there's some. I think Brandon Ingram is a name that keeps throwing out there out of New Orleans. I think they're going to try to break that down again and rebuild behind somebody who's overweight and on the bench.
I was about to say, why are we? I thought it should be. I'm sorry. I feel like it should be Zion. Because Ingram had issues too with health, but I feel like the past couple years he's been pretty straight, right?
He's been hooping. I mean, what was he most improved player a couple years ago, leaving LA? I like his game, and he was just young. I mean, he played 1 year at Kentucky. Was he Duke? No, he was Kentucky. I don't know, but I mean, he played 1 year in college, so I feel that he had quite not yet got there, and the Lakers sucked. So there wasn't a really good opportunity for him to learn and grow. As you can see, all of those guys got better when they left. Ball's gotten better. Even the little guard Josh Hart has gotten better. A good quality backup, George Hill type kind of player. You could even say Randall got better. He's a name that can be circulating around trade rumors as well coming out of New York. So there's a couple names that we're going to hear. There's a couple that you're going to not expect. And then there's going to be some names that aren't going to be mentioned, like Westbrook. They don't have any trade value. The Lakers, they don't have anything that people want. Yeah. So they're going to be stuck with what they got.
Well, I know the Wizards are happy, though.
Yes. Kuz is like, I'm good. But, yeah. So that's that. All right, so let's get into some of this fun shit on the All-Star weekend, man. So, what's up? What's first up? First up, we got...
we can talk about the reserves list was out. We can talk about the construction of the new revamped of the Rising Stars Challenge.
Let's start with the Rising Stars. Let's start with the young people.
Good deal. Right. So...
do I have that breakdown? I think I do. Yep, I got it right here. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna pull all this stuff up.
So, for those who don't know, they are revamping the Rising Stars by having 4 teams, and it's going to go into a playoff form. So, your coaches, if you didn't know, will be Rick Barry, who has Cade Cunningham, Dyson Daniels, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, Mr. Sagan, Jason Tate, and Go Blue, Franz Wagner.
Wagner.
You got Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, him too. Team Isaiah has Precious, Mr. Precious, Damon Bain, Sadiq Bey, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know if
I'm gonna go with it. I like it.
Jaden Hardy and Isaiah Stewart. And then we got GP. Are you with me? We got LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Ayo Dusama. Don't beat me up. Yeah, him too.
Ayo Dusumu. He's out of Illinois University.
Illinois, huh? Chris Duarte, Scott Henderson, Jade McDaniels, Davion Mitchell from the Kings. And then you got Big Game James Worthy with Cole Anthony, Marjon, John Camp, Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Suggs. So you got 2 teams will play. The winner will go to the championship game, basically. So it's a little playoffs. I like it. I like that format. It kind of reminds me of a little 5-on-5 Gus Macker type feel to me. Go ahead.
I was just saying, if you look at it at the breakdown of these teams, they have 12 sophomores, they have 12 rookies, and they got 4 G League Ignite players on the team. So you're getting the young talent that's already in the league, young talent that's come into the league, and you got young talent that's has that opportunity that was in college, didn't want to go to college. So you're getting 3 levels of young talent for the NBA's rising stars.
And also with that, there's the clutch challenge. So what that is we got 4 teams. You got what the clutch challenge is it's pretty much like horse. You get a certain amount of time to hit certain spots on the court. So
I got those spots. Let's look at the teams real quick. Is that yep, here's the teams.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say it. I'm tired of butchering names.
Oh, the names is janky. No, I was cool with it. That gave me time to, move things around and click the right buttons and la 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 la. So here you got your clutch challenge. These are your teams for the clutch challenge. Now the clutch challenge will be happening, I think it's or in between the 2 Rising Star games. So team 1, you have Tyrese Halliburton. You have Desmond Bain. And team 2, you have Scotty Barnes, Chris Duarte. Team 3, Evan Mobley, Josh Giddey. Team 4, you have, is that Fanboy? No, Fanbo.
I'm tired.
Is that Fanboy? Fanbo Zing. Or is it Dang? Because I think it might be Dang. It was an African name. Yeah. And then Michael Foster Jr. So there are your teams for the Chloride Challenge. And like Big Storm said, is basically a kind of like a horse.
Or no, what's not horse? What's the other one? Around the world. What's the other one where you go from the block, then you go to the elbow, throw?
But it's not kind of like that. It's broken down into big shots in playoff or all-star or playoff history. So what they put 5 spots on the floor that were made by greats in playoff moments. So if we look at the shots right here,
that's what I need to see. Yeah,
it shows you where the shots are. So you got the Magic Johnson baby hook, you got the Charles Barkley top of the key, the Damian Lillard from the logo. I said his name right. Yes. You got the Reggie Miller from the wing, and then you got Ray Allen's corner 3. So those are the 5 shots that each team will be shooting from. I think I actually have the rules and the breakdown of how that's all going to work on here too, my good man. There's the format. Here are the rules. I like rules. Not really.
I was
The
about to
rules are
say,
made to be
who
broken.
am I talking to?
I like my rules.
That makes more sense.
All right. So first set of rules, you got one team is given a minute and 30 seconds to make a shot from each 5 locations. And then each player must alternate shooting. No player can shoot twice, 2 times consecutive. Do not have shots at any time. And then that first team that goes, you set the time mark. It's kind of like American Gladiator or some shit like that, where you
Old
got to
school
match
favorite.
where you got to match the shot and the
Time.
time. So, and then whoever has the fastest time at the end is the winner.
Good deal. I'm very excited, man. I'm interested to see how this works out.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the
it's
thing
something
about the
new.
league. I feel like they're not afraid to try new things, and ultimately, I feel like that'll be a good thing. As long as they don't mess with the dunk contest, even though I know it's getting kind of old, but I feel like that's just a staple. You just need to have your primetime players involved more, like they used to be.
I agree. So, who we got there? So we had the rules, we had the shots. This was the breakdown of the format. What is it? Team. I guess I can throw it up there so they can see it. Why not? It's cool. You had Team Isaiah going against Team Worthy the first game, Team Barry going against Team Peyton the second game, and then those guys winner plays each other for the Rising Star Challenge. And in between those is when they'll have the whatchamajigger, the challenge, the clutch challenge. So all of those shots were clutch moments in playoff history.
Shout out to Reggie Miller. See some not low, but smaller.
Huh? You guys still owe me. Well, I guess I'm
Hello?
gonna talk. There, is he back? Yeah, he's not moving. I don't see him
Hello?
moving. I hear him. All
Yeah.
right, we'll keep going.
Yeah, I'm glitching
All right.
up over here, son. I'm glitching
Oh,
up.
you good? I can hear you, so we good. There he is. He's back. So we talked about the Rising Star. What will be next would be the Andy's gone. What will be next would be the stuff that happens on Saturday night. The dunk contest, 3-point, and the skills challenge. He'll be back here in a second. So if we go through it, I don't think they've released the names for the skills challenge. And I think I've heard a couple people for the 3-point contest, Caruso, a couple other names, but where is my little thingy? There it is. That didn't sound good at all. But we move over, but we do know who is going to be in the dunk contest. So your dunk contest participants are going to be Jalen Green from the Rockets, Cole Anthony from the Magic, Opie Toppin from the Knicks, and Juan Toscado Anderson for the Warriors. Now, all these guys got good boing, good spring. Jalen Green, obviously, he's a high flyer, young guy. One of the guys coming out of the G League Unite. Very brash, good boing to him. Cole Anthony, is a solid guard. He's got a good explosion. I don't know about his creativity when it comes to above the rim type exploits. You know, with a dunk contest, is not just being able to get up and put the ball in there. You got to have some type of flair or some type of things to it like that. So I'm not really sure what he got. Who I'm looking forward to, who I would say will be the favorite in my eyes. I know Jalen Green right now is the odds-on favorite for the slam dunk contest, but I like Obi Toppin for the Knicks in this one. You know, he won the college slam dunk contest, and he's got extremely good boing. He reminds me of a Kenyon Martin style leaper. You know what I mean? So he's got good creativity. We see him have good in-game variety all the way back to college at Dayton. So we saw him have some good, nice boing on him. So, but that who I see would be my favorite going into the dunk contest, and following out is Juan Toscado Anderson from the Warriors. I mean, I've seen him dunk, but I didn't know he was. I'd have probably had, you know, Gary Payton Mittens the third, you know, doing that instead of Juan Toscado Anderson. But yeah, those are the four guys for the dunk contest.
Good deal. Anderson's on there, right? Or my guy from Minnesota, Edwards.
Edwards.
Is he in that?
I think he's talking about Edwards from
Timberwolves.
Minnesota, but no, he is not in that list. The four guys is Jalen Green, Cole Anthony, Obi Toppin, and one. Like I said, he's not in there. So you talking about Edwards?
Yeah, but that's what I was saying about having, like, really? Have we not seen the boings on that man?
Hey, they gotta want to do it.
That's what I'm saying, and that goes back to helping your brand. What are you doing to help the brand?
Yeah, LeBron didn't need the dunk contest to help his brand.
Well, he needed the NBA to help his brand. That's what he needed. So you might want to give a little something back.
I mean, that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm just saying LeBron didn't need. Everybody was on LeBron for never doing it. And you were saying, you know, help build your brand. Like LeBron didn't.
No. Help build the brand of the NBA. Like we were talking about brands earlier.
That's all I was saying.
Did was help the brand of the NBA, which gave you a
those who have it, like I said earlier, I don't think they've released yet, or I couldn't find it. I just kept seeing times and dates and stuff. So I don't think they have the people for the 3-point contest yet, or the skills challenge yet, unless you've heard something or found something.
All I got is these reserves for the East and West.
All right, and so we're going right into the nope. Before we do that, this one I'm much more excited about. I mean, I don't want to say I'm much more excited about, but it's really cool. So, as you know, they just changed the All-Star Game MVP trophy to the Kobe Bryant All-Star MVP trophy. There it is.
I have no problem. Right. It's beautiful. Maybe a little thick for me. Maybe thin it down a little bit. I'm just used to the thinner ones. But you couldn't have picked a better person to name it after. Once again, the league does a great job at honoring the greats in the sport. And even though he wasn't perfect as a man, he was close. None of us are perfect. So he did way more good things than bad things. So well-deserved. Help his legacy go on.
I mean, I guess his bad thing would be the infidelity. Other than that, you know what I mean? Other than that, there was no wrongdoing. My guy Kobe was all good.
He just didn't get caught and nothing else.
Hey,
we're still humans, man. We're still human. We're human.
I'm gonna tell you the part that pissed me off about Kobe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
When he dry snitched on Coke.
Yes. Can't dry snitch, bro. You can't do that. I was mad at you for about 2-3 years. I was angry because your dry snitch broke up this damn organization that could have won, not 1, not 2, not 3, not I had to. It was fun. But yeah, I'm extremely excited about it. It's a cool thing because you know how much Kobe loved playing in the All-Star game. Kobe played the All-Star game like he played every other NBA game. He gave it 100% every time. So I think it's fitting for him to get it, even though I think Mike still has the most. But that's beside the point. But I think it's fitting. The one thing I do say negative about it, how is it the Kobe Bryant All-Star Game trophy is better than the Larry O'Brien Championship trophy?
Like I said, I don't know if it's better. It really looks like a big old wedding cake, but I'm not gonna. Not really.
Yeah.
I like the iconic Larry O'Brien trophy, just because it's iconic. It's what it is. Can they do better? Of course, but I don't know if that necessarily is better than the Larry O'Brien.
There's just a whole lot of glass. It just look like a chandelier.
Yeah, you can hang that in your house.
All right, so let's get into this All-Star selection, man. The reserves. Now they have not picked the
team,
they have not
yet.
they have not picked the teams yet. I think that is what, Thursday?
The 10th, yep.
Thursday. So yes, trade deadline. So that gives us boom boom. And we come here, and it shows you that pool. So you got the two captains, you got LeBron, you got Durant. The guys in on the stars are your starters. So I guess those will be the ones that are picked first by those guys picking. Is Durant even playing?
Probably not. To be honest.
Is his name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? All right, his name's not up there, and neither is LeBron's. So they might not even play.
Right, they can pick a team, but for as far as them playing, there's going to be replacements for those as well. So,
well, I knew Kevin wasn't playing. You know, LeBron wants to play everything.
There's a couple people who may not play. Hold on.
No, he's not playing.
I
think when those starters
started, the rest of the starters are playing. It's crazy, ironic that both the captains are the ones that aren't playing.
Yeah. So I like it. Some of the names that we were worried about starters did get, at least got the All-Star vote, which would have been retarded. I can't say that. I can't say that anymore. I'm old, man. We use that not in a negative. It's just another adjective. But Devin Booker, glad he got in there.
Yeah, deserving.
Some questions.
We'll just say deserving. Booker's deserving.
Your guy Darius Garland from Cleveland got in there.
I'm thinking about the East right now.
He's one of the guards.
No. I'm thinking about if I would put anybody else in. Really, is what I was looking at. No, I think that's a good. Like Cleveland's putting in work, man. I can't really knock Cleveland. It's crazy how they right next to us yet always find a way to get number one picks and get better while we just sit over here. And I'm speaking of the Indiana Pacers, just middle of the road every year.
Hey, I hear it, man. I don't know. I don't have a problem with none of these people. I didn't go through the snubs because I feel that there really weren't a whole lot of snubs. I guess the one name that pops out to me that I've heard was Lonzo Ball. And but who you gonna put?
They're number one. Right. They're number one in the East right now, too. So record-wise, they're number one.
So I'm like, who you going to take off? You going to take off Lonzo and put in I'm not talking about the one from no, not Lonzo, LaMelo. Not Lonzo. I meant LaMelo in Charlotte.
Oh, no. I would put the other one. Why would you not put the brother that's number one in the East versus the brother that is number 9th in the East?
I don't know. That was just the name that popped up because I guess he's having a more impact on his team. I don't know. The other brothers
I feel like he is definitely more entertaining to watch. I will give you that all day.
I think they're both entertaining.
I think Melo got him though. Ball is not as flashy, not as magic. It's as LaMelo.
He's just efficient.
Right.
And he's got good work ethic because his jump shot looks so much better than what his daddy taught him. But LaMelo is, I mean, he's a breath of fresh air to the point guard when it comes to flash and flair, because he's got that good magic appeal that he throws the right lob, he throws the right bounce pass. You know what I mean? He makes
and it looks good doing it.
And looks good doing it. So, but you know what I'm saying? I guess if there was a person that you can take off, I guess it would be I mean, if you had a question, I guess you can question the Darius Garland a little bit, even though they're having a good year. I mean, I love the fact that Fred VanVleet is on there, bro.
Right. I like him too. You can always take Chris Paul off. At least everybody will be safe.
I'm gonna tell y'all, folks, he is consistent. He is absolutely consistent. But I like it. You know what I mean? And I had a conversation because I posted this on the page the other day. We had a conversation of a guy who said, "Why you got Draymond Green in there?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't you have Draymond Green in there?" You know, the object of the All-Star conversation is these guys play, not just the fans like them, but these guys play has gotten them to that point where they're voted All-Stars. How you can leave Draymond Green out of that conversation where you can obviously clearly see the effect of him not being on the floor defensively and the way the ball moves around offensively. Clay and Steph gets way more easy shots when Draymond's on the floor.
That is definitely true. The only thing I will say is he is blessed with the right place, right team, right time. Because I don't know what other team he would be playing on that he would be considered an all-star. That's just keeping it 100.
I mean, I've never been a real big Draymond Green fan, but all the way back to Michigan State, little brother, as you can see. But he's been doing the same thing
on the same team with the same players.
He did it in Michigan State. He did it there. When these guys is out, he's the guy holding everything together. You know what I mean? So I feel that he's one of those players, no matter where you go, he's going to make it work because he has that high IQ of basketball. He thinks the game and he knows the game. I think he'll be good everywhere he's at.
No, he has to play with superstars because when Clay and Steph was out, you saw the results. You saw the results. He needs to be with superstar players.
I mean, I don't understand why would he have to be? He's not a scorer. Why should he have to do something that he's not good at? He does exactly what he's supposed to do. He is a floor general. He is what Chris Paul would be if Chris Paul couldn't shoot.
I just feel like if you saw what happens if you take those superstars away and it's just him and some average regular NBA players, he's not an all-star, and I stand by that.
Okay, that's fine. I stand by the fact that they don't work without him. He says they don't work, not him.
Both ways.
I mean, it's like when you have your head coach, your assistant coach, your two stars say things a lot easier when Draymond Green is around. When Draymond Green is on the floor.
Yes, because they are
people
superstars.
Don't say shit people don't say shit regardless if you're a superstar or not. People that know how to play the game,
you cannot say
regardless,
there's not a difference.
It is a difference because people
who know how to play the game,
people who know how to play the game are going to make people good no matter what. Like perfect example, Tez that played for Shatard. Can't shoot, can't really do this big, all this, that great. But every team that he plays on, they win. He makes people better because of his IQ of the game.
So how about this? Does Corey and all those 40 and over teams, are they made better because of Corey? Or are they made better because Corey, light-skinned Corey.
Majors?
Yes.
Why would any team be made better because of him?
Right, because he just puts superstars together. I mean, come on, it can go all
there's a difference of being a general manager of a team and you being a direct effect on it. Corey has no effect on any of those guys playing the game.
He has the biggest. He has the biggest effect by putting them together.
Because he cheats. But you can't know. he's you trying to mix a general manager and a guy on the floor who does that. You put Corey on the floor, he is the weak link. You know what I mean? Big D is a general manager. He puts talents together. Big D know he ain't supposed to be on the floor. He just puts the people on the floor to do their thing.
I'm sorry. Draymond is not as good, not an all-star without Clay and Steph. And that's it. And it's true that he plays better when he has superstars. That's all I'm saying. He plays better when he has superstars because they're hitting the shots that regular or average NBA players aren't making, and then he's not going to be the one making the shots either.
Well, he's not making the shots because he's not taking the shots.
They need each other. Oh, he was
taking
shots.
Basically, okay, if you say that, so what you're saying is that Steph and Clay wouldn't be superstars without Draymond Green. That's what you just said.
Maybe. They do need
Steph and Clay would not be superstars without Draymond Green. So that makes Draymond Green the heart and soul of the team, all-star. Final. Thanks for proving my point. Appreciate
I didn't prove your point.
Appreciate you.
I did not, because he's still not an all-star no matter where he goes.
Appreciate you.
You can hear whatever you want to hear, Dane.
I just heard what the people say. I just heard what you said. The people heard it. That one person
I said that.
Ain't that right, Uncle
not
Mark?
As good,
ain't that what he said, Uncle Mark?
Maybe. Nope.
Is that what he said, Uncle Mark? He's like, they need each other. So Steph and Clay wouldn't be all-stars or wouldn't be great he was. Steph wouldn't hit 900,000 threes if Draymond Green wasn't
I said maybe throughout that. Rewind the tape. I said maybe. I know for sure about Draymond. I'm not so sure about Steph and Clay, but I know for sure about Draymond.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion, not the fans, not the coaches, not
where
the writers.
These fans at? Put them up. Put the fans'
they made
word
him
up.
All-star. They
Put
made
the
him
fans'
all-star.
word up.
It is. It's in the vote. The word is in the vote. The word is in the vote. The word is in the vote. He was voted in. Voted in. Players, writers, coaches. Hey, all-star. Come on in, buddy. Come on in.
I just can't wait for him to be on another team and see if he still makes the all-star team then.
He's never going to be on another team.
Revisit.
What for? What for? They built something there. Why leave? You know what I mean? Durant couldn't figure it out. The other three did.
Okay. We will see. We shall see.
All right. Well, that takes us into the Eye of the Storm.
Eye of the Storm. So, me and Dane was talking a little earlier about Black History Month. Happy Black History Month to everyone. And what I was saying to him was, I just can't wait for the day that it just turns into American history, because really that's what it is. It shouldn't necessarily be singled out due to the fact that a lot of things that the contributions from African American either get whitewashed or just get lost or not taught. So you got to have a month. Why can't we just all year round it be a part of American history? Because we are a vital part of the success of this American experience. Happy Black History Month to everyone. But like I said, can't wait for us not to call it out and just be a part of American history. Also, I said it earlier, Dame. I don't know if you were on. We got a birthday of one of our brothers coming up on the 9th. Definitely want to give a shout out to Mr. RTA.
Tyrone.
Happy birthday to him. Also have a close friend has a birthday on the 10th as well. Want to shoot her happy birthday as well.
And your nephew is on the 13th.
Yes, on the 13th. Jay, how's he doing, man?
He's good, man. He's over in Iowa, all snowed in, and then grad school. Yeah, I got a son in grad school. This shit fucks me every time. Oh, grad school. You know what I mean? To get into grad school, that means you had to graduate from college. Yes, my man. But yeah, I feel you on the Eye of the Storm. It's like I'm 100% with you on, I can't wait to the day that it just becomes our history, American history. I mean, because this country wouldn't be what it was without the blood of the African American community and a lot of the other minority communities as well. And the one thing that I do like, not just the one thing, but one of the things that I do really like about Black History Month is that the rest of the world and the rest of the country, meaning people of not Black descent, gets to see some of the things that Black people have created in this country that has been stolen from them. So it's great to see some of those acknowledgments come out in this month. But my one negative to it is this hiding of history. If our kids were strong enough, if our parents, you know what I'm saying, our parents as kids and their parents, if they were strong enough to go through this, then our kids should be strong enough to learn about it.
Definitely.
That's what I got for that one. And that actually kind of compounds on mine. If that was the one thing is that be one, be great. That's it. Be great. Yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Good deal, man. Well, I'm about to get back on these Olympics. So you saying the Pro Bowl wasn't much to be desired?
Man, bro, this is why they changed the NBA All-Star game. But you can't really do that with the Pro Bowl. I get it, man. Football is different. You know what I mean?
We was talking about that too. The Pro Bowl in the 80s and 90s was nice.
I mean, they still would try to take boys' heads off, but they were still playing football, man.
You still got Ronnie Lott and Lawrence Taylor out there. You never know what they was going to do.
Yeah, well, Lawrence, you know, that dude was nuts. So he had a screw chemical, you know what I mean? I think he got arrested naked at somebody's house a couple weeks ago, man. I don't know. That dude's nuts. No, we got some great NBA action on tonight. We got games, man. I almost forgot, and I'm up one, bro.
Yep, I'll give it to you.
I forgot. We got games. Sorry, folks. Real quick, we got games. That was so a guess on the Dallas. I just went with all the Michigan boys.
Hey, and it was a good game. It came in the last second shot or something, right?
Yeah. Franz.
Mm-hmm.
First game, 76ers and Bulls, which is, you know what? It's over.
Yeah,
our two games are over, so we're going to go with two games. We got Pacers and Cavs at 6.
Cavs. That's all right, though. The Pacers, hey, will they trust? I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting the process with the Pacers.
Okay. I got no choice but to trust every process that the Pacers and the Lakers are doing. I have no choice but to trust it. Next game, Hawks and Mavericks.
This is classic. You know why it's classic? Because it has Trey and Luka, which was the trade, right?
Yeah.
And the Hawks give up Luka to get Trey, so it's at the Mavericks. I'm gonna go with the Hawks anyway. I'm gonna go with Lil DeBarge.
All right. Just so we could have a dispute, we got to have some because we had two games. We were supposed to go a little earlier. We had some time disputes of some things that we all got going on. You know, life happens when you're busy making plans. So we knocked off two games, so we don't have a tiebreaker game. So I'm going to have to create a dispute. I'm going to go with the Mavericks. I'm going to trust Luka because he dunked on somebody ridiculously yesterday. I'm going to go with Luka. So there you got it. Those are the games. And there it is. Remember, touch us, BWSPORTS1.com or info.BWSPORTS1 if you want to hear our voice, sell any of your stuff. If you want to do any partnerships with us, get at us on the website or email us or DM us on any of our social media platforms. For the big man in the middle, for the guy who loves everything that shoots. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to come up with some type of phrase. I'm going to come up with something. But BWSPORTS1. Black and white sport, that's the same thing. What are we? We're the state of basketball. Storm, what about? Holla.
Hit the button, man. Just hit the button.
Yeah, because I'm over here messing up.